My mother stood up in the middle of my wedding reception. Tapping her glass with a fork, I felt the old, familiar dread settle in my stomach. Before this marriage goes any further, she said, turning to the guests, I think everyone deserves to know the truth about my daughter. A murmur rippled through the crowd. I clenched my hands under the table. My husband, Nicholas, reached for my hand. His touch gentle, reassuring. My daughter is a fraud, my mother said. A disappointment. She's always been reckless, making bad decisions, chasing dreams that led nowhere. And now she expects us to believe she's suddenly found the perfect man? She scoffed. I give this marriage 6 months, tops. A few guests gasped. Others awkwardly sipped their champagne. The air in the grand reception hall grew thick with tension. I wanted to disappear. To shrink into myself the way I had so many times before. But before I could, Nicholas stood. He was never one for grand gestures. He was quiet, thoughtful, the kind of man who observed before he spoke. So when he turned to my mother, his voice calm but firm. Mrs. Caldwell, he said, looking her in the eye, you don't know me. But maybe you should. My mother folded her arms, smirking. Oh, I know enough. You're just another one of Emma's impulsive mistakes. Nicholas sighed, shaking his head. I don't usually talk about my past. But since you've made a spectacle of your daughter on what should be the happiest day of her life, let me tell you who I really am. He turned slightly, addressing the room. I grew up in foster care. I never had a family of my own, never had anyone who truly believed in me. Until I met Emma. He squeezed my hand, his thumb tracing circles over my skin. She saw me when no one else did. Encouraged me to chase the life I wanted, even when I didn't believe I deserved it. He paused, letting the weight of his words settle. With her by my side, I built a company from the ground up. One that now provides scholarships for kids who grew up like me. I've made it my life's mission to make sure no child feels as lost as I once did. The murmurs in the room changed. People nodded, their expressions shifting from awkwardness to admiration. Even my mother's smirk wavered. Nicholas turned back to her. You say Emma is a disappointment. But I know better. She is the strongest, kindest, most resilient person I have ever met. And I will spend my life proving that to her, even if you never do. Silence. My mother opened her mouth. But for the first time in my life, she had nothing to say. Nicholas gently pulled me to my feet. Now, if you'll excuse us, my wife and I have a wedding to enjoy. The guests erupted into applause. My mother, red-faced and stiff, slowly sank back into her chair. For the first time in my life, I felt truly free. And as Nicholas led me onto the dance floor, I realized something. This wasn't just the beginning of our marriage. It was the beginning of my life.